Good day, my friends. Walter here. It's been a while since I've made any videos. A lot of my viewers have been asking about me, encouraging me to make the video. So that's what we're going to do today. And I'll talk a little bit on today's vlog. Appreciate you tuning in. We're in the kitchen today. Right now, I'm going to have myself a cup of coffee. Well, not without some coffee, I won't. Okay, while this brewing, I'll sit down over here at the kitchen table, work on one of my crossword puzzles. I've been doing quite a bit of those lately. Many of my viewers know that some months back, 5 or 6 months ago, I had radioactive iodine on my thyroid. The purpose of that is to kill your thyroid, so it'll quit killing me. It's been defective, it's given me all kind of problems. An old style way of taking care of it is actually removing the thyroid, but rather than do that, I opted to have the radioactive iodine, which kills your thyroid over a period of 4 months. Yeah, I was doing fine, had plenty of energy to get up and go, until about a month ago. Well, it's probably been a month and a half. The radioactive iodine finally did its job. It took 4 months or better to wipe out the thyroid. At which time, instead of being hyperthyroidism, it turns it into hypothyroidism, which leaves you with no energy at all. It has something to do with the pituitary gland in your brain not functioning. So they have to replace the chemicals or whatever the pituitary gland makes. If I'm not explaining this right, don't hold it against me. But for the rest of your life, when you have hypothyroidism, you have to take this medication. But it don't start working right away. It takes a while for the medicine to get the right dosage and to actually start helping you. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with the medication, which has left me downright what they call lethargic. You ain't got energy to do nothing. So for the last month or so, I've been sitting around doing a lot of TV watching, didn't have the energy to get up and go nowhere or do nothing. You get tired very easy. To keep my mind active, I haven't really had the energy to spend, over the years I've made thousands of videos, and, which takes a lot out of you, more than you might realize. You have to sit in front of the computer for several hours to make a video every day. And I've been sitting doing some crossword puzzles, watching TV, old TV shows, by the way. I can't stand most of the new TV shows. I did several of these books on crosswords. Today's puzzle starts off, puzzle number 39 in this book. 4-letter word for military base. Well, that could be about anything. Let's try one of the down ones. Mother in Liverpool. Well, here we say mom, mom. I think over in Liverpool they say mum. We're going to take a guess at that. I always do my crossword puzzles in pencil, but you wind up erasing a lot. I think they call them mum over there. That's what I'm going with. 4 down says artist Picasso. That would be Pablo. P-A-B-L-O. Military base ends in MP. Okay, that would be camp. Sometimes you can get way on up in a puzzle and realize you put the wrong word somewhere and have to go back and erase and start all over. One down, let's see. A raven sound. What does a raven sound like? Well, a raven's like a crow and they say caw. Let's call it caw, C-A-W. That would leave 11 across A blank UA. Juan's water, agua. Spanish word for water is agua, A-G-U-A. So we know those other words are right. It's working out. 15, place of development. W blank M-B would be womb, W-O-M-B. So we got a good start on that crossword puzzle. You can spend a long time doing puzzles, but after you do them for a while, they start getting easier. So, I don't know, I very seldom get 100% on them, but usually I finish the puzzles. The answers are in the back of the book, but I never cheat. If I don't know it, I just leave it blank. But, back to my vlog. Let me have a sip of this fine smelling coffee. Five across, a booster's word, let's skip that, 8 across, channel out of Atlanta. I'll bet you dollars to donut, that would be C-N-N. 8 down. I used to go down through the list and just pick out the ones that I knew and then go back and try to fill them in, but now when I work these puzzles, I started just kind of work my way down the page by jumping back and forth on the ups and downs. 8 down says, we did that one. 9 down. Let's see, 8 down, colorful lizard. I don't know what kind of lizard. Chameleon maybe? C-A-M-E-L, not enough letters. 9 down, Dick Cavett's Home State. That's one dude I never could stand when he was on TV. I never watched the show. In fact, I downright despised him. 7 down, a gardener. That would be Gardner. 6 down. 3 letters. Let's say Ava Gardner. 7 down, Gardner. 7 down, a trumpeter, Halpert, Hurt, Al Hurt, H, how does he spell his name? H-E-R-T, H-I-R-T. I'll put I-R-T. Back to 5 across, a booster's word would be raw. 12 across. Roll blank Beethoven. Roll over Beethoven. So we spelled hurt wrong. It's going to be H-E-R-T. Roll over Beethoven. Anyway, I'm starting to feel a little better with my medications. I still got very little energy. The other day, the kitchen sink just started leaking and I had to get out my tools and replace the plumbing under the sink. Might as well just show you. But I was working under this kitchen sink to fix the leak, so I had to take these traps out of the sink and put new ones because it was leaking under there. All that PCV plumbing under there, I had to take all them old pots and pans out of there, take all the old plumbing out and replace it with new drains, new plumbing, new fixtures up here in the sink to stop it from leaking. But in the process of doing that, I got bit by a spider. Never did see him. There's no telling where he's at up under there. Could have been brown right close. I don't know what he was. That was last Friday. Well, it don't look like much of my arm here now. It's starting to heal up. The spider bite did. Well, within a couple of days, I started getting all this rash up and down my arm. Itching like crazy. This itch is itching. Well, I was keeping Neosporin and antiseptic on the spider bite, which is a bit red today. So I'm treating all this as a spider bite. Yeah, in fact, I went over to the doctor's office and had them check it. While I was over there, they gave me a flu shot. And wasn't the regular doctor, it was one of his nursing assistants. She looked at it and said, yeah, that could be from a tick bite. Well, they gave me a spider bite or something like that. But I had 2 little fang marks on my arm, so I assumed that this rash was related to the spider bite. I went ahead and went to the doctor, and they gave me this cortisone cream. Cost $5 or something. Doesn't seem to do a whole lot of anything. But I've been using it faithfully and taking the antibiotics she gave me. Keeping this Vaseline looking stuff rubbed on there. And it is improving. It's not as red as it was. Didn't mean to squeeze that much out. Where am I going to put it all? All these other bruises you see on my arm is because I'm on blood thinner, and the slightest little bump will make me bruise. Oh, we just rub it on there thick. Probably going to get all over the tablecloth. I might have to get up and move from the table. I'm losing my train of thought. Oh. Anyway, come home from the doctor's after they give me the flu shot and all that, and I got to thinking about this rash on my arm. By that time, it's itching like crazy. It was all blistered up. And I thought, maybe it's not related to the spider bite. And then I remembered the day before, a couple days before, after the spider bite, going out to my tomato plants and picking some of the tomatoes out there. And I thought, what if I was exposed to some poison ivy or poison oak? I went back out to the tomato plant and looked, and sure enough, there's a poison oak bush, or it could be sumac, I don't know one from the other one. About 2.5 feet tall behind one of them tomato plants out there. And unbeknownst to me, I had reached through, picking a tomato, and got some of that poison ivy on my arm. So I've been misdiagnosed as just a spider bite when it turned out to be a spider bite and poison ivy. That's my diagnosis. That nurse's assistant didn't even know what she was looking at. But it's been so many years since I actually got a dose of poison ivy, I didn't know what I was looking at. But it's healing up now, and it don't itch quite as bad. I don't know what I should really be putting on it. But anyway, I wanted to take the time today to thank all you viewers for there's been quite a few of you inquired as to my well-being. Was I doing okay, and why I hadn't made any movies. And the truth is, I just didn't feel like it. But I do hope to get back to making some videos, and I appreciate all your views on my other videos and your comments. Please don't hesitate to like them if you do. If not, that's fine too. But I appreciate you tuning in today. I'm going to get this video started and go plant my ass in front of the television, which is what I've been doing a lot of here lately. Wife's gone shopping somewhere today, so I got the house to myself. When you get back on my crossword puzzle, let's try 18 across. Shirt size starts with an L. Large, LGE. Hamburger request, 13 down. Rare. Starts with an R. We'll call it rare. Although I wouldn't eat any rare hamburgers. You couldn't pay me to eat some raw hamburger meat. I will, however, thoroughly enjoy a rare steak. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. This is Walter, signing out.